Good morning. Apologies for the lack of updates. I've been really ill with COVID. Now, there's a comment on YouTube, in one of my videos, that the turfing looked absolutely awful. It looked horrible. Well, it did. And you can see in this picture it does. Anyway, my missus had a conversation with the landscape and it took 20 minutes to convince him that it did look horrible. However, they have put it right. Look, it's not perfect, and for the money we paid, are we happy? No, but you can only go so far with certain people. But it looks a lot better, and I would say that it's just about serviceable. This is on the 21st of March, and you can see the way these flagstones have been laid. I will go into greater detail in my videos, but the point being is that I can't get my patio done that easily because they're set in concrete. So if I want to get my patio levelled and corrected, it makes it a lot harder. And two, the water will drain straight into my neighbour's fence where there is no sun at that part of the garden and rot it in no time. Thank you. Now if you look here, you could see the state of the gravel boards put on. In fact, one of them hasn't even been put on properly. You could see how bent and buckled they are against the fence. One of them already he hasn't put on right because I think the wood is so badly buckled, and if you look, the wood is not even straight. So if you look here, that is a lot narrower than that. But you can see here, the same here. The wood is not even, they're just scraps that have been put on there. Which I think is an absolute disgrace. If you look here, you can see the wood here, totally different height to here. You can see there's a scrap piece of wood put in here, which is a disgrace. It really is a disgrace. Now the biggest joke is this here, and this is why I stopped the work. As you could see here, this is sloping. And what I asked to happen was, or what I thought I was agreed to happen, was that these were going to be up straight. And it was going to adjust these 4 flagstones so they were up straight. Now bear in mind that this used to have a supporting wall here, so everything was holding everything up. And what's gone on here is digger, industrial equipment, wheelbarrows have all been wheeled all over it. Look at the state of it. Look at the state of all round here. And what he's done is he's sunk those onto concrete where they're leaning over. And not only that, but the boards that he's put on the back have left me unable to remove these and deal with it. And it's the worst work that I think I've ever seen. So you can see for yourselves, that's sloping, yes. Or if he didn't want to move these flagstones, or made out it was nothing to do with what had happened with the digger and everything going over it, that's fine. He could have just said, well, I'm putting these on straight for you, but I'm not touching these. It's an absolute disaster. Thank you for watching, and I hope you don't experience what I have. Thank you. The upshot is, what am I going to do about this? Well, I'm going to wait till I've recovered from COVID because I'm tired, weak, and probably not thinking as I should do. Anyway, it's my neighbour's fence, so I can't touch it. And I'd have been okay if those kickboards were not put on. But if you look at this picture, yes, you could see the fence is buckled over fine, but the wall is a lot thicker between the fence and where the fence is now. So what we're toying with the idea is getting a surveyor with a theodolite to come and make sure the fence has not crossed onto my boundary, because if it has, then I can have the whole lot removed. But as I say, I'm going to wait and see until I've recovered from COVID and take some advice on how to deal with this. Anyway, thank you for watching. And just a point to add, ladies living on their own dealing with these sort of things, it must be awful.